Good evening. Tonight I'm going to take a look at Cleaophus Quealy Beer Company. They make some great stuff out of San Leandro, California. Its name is Batch 105, and they seem to have batch names instead of like Downtown Brown. All right, so this is Batch 105. It's a Roggenbier, 4.4% alcohol by volume. And bottled, I think that this one was bottled on 10-1. What is today, 10-8? I think this one was bottled on 10-1. I'm pretty sure what the date is for this. So this is when I found this beer, I was very excited to give it a try because this is in the BJCP style guideline as a historic beer style, and so we don't really see it very often anymore, and so that always intrigues me. It's something interesting and new, and it's always interesting to see how people take on the style, or interpret the style. So normally the style range, ABV is 4.5 to 6%, so technically I think this is probably a session version of that. But the style is a specialty German rye beer brewed in Regensburg, Bavaria. Never widely popular style, it has all but disappeared in modern times. So this is a malted rye, typically constitutes 50% or greater of the grist. Some have 60 to 65% rye. And then there's other stuff that might be involved. It's been described as like a dunkelweizen with rye rather than wheat. But it has greater body and light finishing hops. And so I really like dunkelweizen. I like darker beers. I really like rye beers, and so this one definitely piqued my interest. So we're going to take a look at this. Aroma-wise, I get some spiciness out of this. I also get nice malty toastiness to it. Banana and clove kind of hints. This just smells really, really good. Color-wise, it's a very dark, kind of like coppery red, and from your perspective, it looks brown or black. But here with the light behind it, it's like a dark coppery red color, or coppery brown even. Normally it pours with a big head, but this beer I poured Thursday night, and it's Saturday, so it's been open a couple days. And it did pour with a nice big kind of tan, rocky head. And I do believe that it is hazy, but it's actually very hard, first of all, to see through all these Hulk pictures, 1, and 2, to see through the darkness of this beer. But I do believe it is a hazy beer. All right, let's give this a taste. I don't find this particularly spicy necessarily, but it's got this, not even astringent. I'm not even certain what the word is. It's got this flavor, I guess it's a spiciness. It also has this kind of fruity sweetness to it. Banana, clove, reminiscent of well, I'm going to forget the name of the hops. Belgian style hops, that has that kind of clovey, banana-y flavor to it. I like that it has this kind of lightness, but this creaminess to it, and I can't even describe that because those seem to be two different concepts. nice sparkly carbonation. Really cleans up the palate, kind of brings in this nice, fresh, bitter end. Really good beer. This is a really good beer. I think for style, it's a little bit below the alcohol content. I think it's, I don't know. I'm gonna say more mild, I guess. Um, but the style really does call for moderately low to moderately strong spicy rye flavor, reminiscent to rye or pumpernickel bread. And so I don't necessarily get that like acute rye spiciness, I guess, necessarily out of this, but it just the whole package is really very enjoyable. Um, hmm. Good beer. It's really good beer. I definitely recommend you give this style a try, particularly if you're a brown ale fan or a multi beer fan. If you like dunkelweizen a lot, and those darker kind of European ales, or they're it's good and good for the season, I think, as well. Check out Cleaophus Quealy if you get the opportunity. You can find them. You can find their beers with Hopsy, and then they're also in San Leandro. Seem like really nice guys. And by guys, I mean people. Yeah, I have not met them, so I don't know who they are necessarily, but I've heard of them through reviews that I've done of some other beers that they have, and their beers are great. So definitely, if you get the opportunity, check them out. And then, yeah, there you go. Let me know if you've had a Roggenbier type style before. I'd be curious to know your thoughts on it. And I had actually. Let me see. I think it's on here. Oops. Um, that's not helpful. Commercial examples: Thurn and Texas Rogan. So yeah, I have never heard of that, unfortunately. But that makes me very curious to know, what that tastes like, because I think this is a great style. So cool, thumbs up to Cleaophus Quealy. I have such a hard time saying that. Thumbs up to Cleaophus Quealy for coming out with a great and interesting beer. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.